just about set for baseball from Citi Field. It's the Yankees and the Mets, and it's coming up next. Now from the borough of Queens in Flushing, New York, MLB The Show has baseball from beautiful Citi Field. Tonight we wrap up this brief two-game series between the New York Yankees and their crosstown rivals, the New York Mets. Hi folks, Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to another installment of the Subway Series. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a moment to look at our two starters here tonight.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
The guys will have much more to talk about as the night progresses, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting New York Yankees, as Joe Girardi's starting nine assembles this way. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher, whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number's right there on the right side of your screen. David Lowe will move towards the batter's boxes. We're just about set to get underway tonight. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one.
And I think that's just something you have to understand with an umpire like this. If it's at the knees, it's a strike. I mean, he'll be consistent with that call all night, so you just need to adjust up there.
And that's in there as well, so it's 0-2 to start the ninth.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. So the rookie passes his first test here on the mound. And with that, let's take a look now at how the Mets will set things up on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic, the official uniform of Major League Baseball. Alberto Callaspo will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Fastball is looked at for strike two.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Number 99 waits on deck. Three-two pitch. Hit high but foul as that'll get in amongst the fans. And he misses with it, ball 4, so it's a 1-out walk here in the top of the first.
Well, he's going to find that hitters in the big leagues are much more patient than they were down at AAA. A strikeout in the minors turns into a walk at this level.
Number 99 will stand in, ranked 4th currently in the American League in stolen bases. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
And after a walk, I think there's a little anger behind that fastball.
Having success with a fastball here, it's 0-2 now.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Runners on first with one down. And over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. And here is strike three called on the fastball. Looked to be about eye level, but it's out number 2 instead.
And as a baseball fan, it's fun to watch this guy pitch. As a hitter, when he's bringing it at 102, that part's not so fun.
Brett Gardner will stand in, hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw, not in time. He's in there at second.
Well, when you're struggling as a ball club, this is when you got to force the issue a little bit. And that can mean being aggressive on the bases. And now he's into second here on the stolen base.
And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. For Callaspo, he'll get credit here for his first stolen base of the season. Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. They know he'll chase it down there, so even if it didn't get the job done, it's a great pitch on 0-2.
Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. One left for the Yankees. It's the Yankees 0. Mets coming to bat. It's the Subway Series of New York, and it's on the show. Now here's the starting lineup for the Mets as put forward by manager Terry Collins. Gary Roberts will get the call to face these guys. He's one of those pitchers you can't allow to fall into a comfort zone out there, because if he settles down and has success in the early going, it does wonders for his confidence. And a look now at the defensive alignment for the Yankees behind him. Gary Cox will stride in now as he'll enter play as the second leading hitter in the entire National League.
Gary Cox.
And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. There are the batting leaders in the National League, of which we spoke just a moment ago. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, most scouts rate players' attributes on a 20 to 80 scale, with 80 being considered elite. I'll tell you what, that's an 80 fastball. I don't mean miles per hour. He is bringing it, folks.
Number 30 will stand in now, and as you can see here, he enters play 4th in the National League in round trippers. And that's dead center for strike 1. And on cue, here are the National League home run leaders I referred to a moment ago. Down and away, ball 1.
Come on, New York.
And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now.
Yeah, he must have been looking for that same breaking ball because that pitch, it's right there.
1 out, nobody on. The 1-2. Swinging a ball hit in the air to right field, and deep back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 13 for him on the year, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
And you know, the only way you're going to tie this guy up on the inner half is if you go up and in. If you leave it belt high, he can handle that pitch, and he handled that one all right.
Michael Lee will take his first cuts now, and as you can see, he enters play with that average up over the 320 mark. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. That last home run, officially 406 feet. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0. Curveball here is over for a strike.
That's a great call there on 2-0. The whole world's thinking fastball, but they dropped the hammer on him.
Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Well, nobody in that dugout's going to give him high fives for striking out. But, you know, at least he forced that starter to expend a lot of energy here to get the job done. You know, in the first inning, that won't be lost on his teammates.
Number 3 will be the batter. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start in that bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice, easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
And he turns on one here and hits it a mile to left, but this is going to wind up a long foul ball. One and two.
Already hitting 98 miles an hour here in the first inning. He's one of the hardest throwers that these guys will see all year long.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1 and 2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Well, that's an opportunity wasted on the mound there. A hitter's got to be defensive on 2 and 2, but that was so far outside, he didn't even have to worry about chasing it.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the 2-strike pitch and chops it foul. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo home run. Second inning coming up. It's 1-0 Mets. Nate Scherholz will lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. That's slicing, just foul. 1-2 pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
And he'll take strike 3 call. Make it 3 straight punch-outs now on the mound. 1 away.
Well, it's been something of a strikeout fest here to start this game off. Already 4 strikeouts now in the first 5 batters. Now that's going to be a tough pace to keep up.
Didi Gregorius digs in at the plate. First pitch to him. in tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. One thing you can say with certainty, he's really tried to take some ownage on that inside part of the plate.
It's something that you need to learn as a young pitcher. You've got to have that willingness to work inside, or guys at this level will just lean out over the plate and eat you up.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And this is swung on and bounced on the ground to third. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting 7th, first baseman, Chase Headley.
Chase Headley will dig in now. He's got that average up over 330 to begin the ball game. Now the first pitch. And that misses for ball 1.
One of the great things about having a crosstown rival, as a visiting player, it's a lot like a home game. You're not dealing with hotels, airports, travel. You get to sleep in your own bed, stay in your routine. It's a big plus.
And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Two 1 pitches. That circle change swung on and missed. 2-2. Living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. Trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
And this ball's hit pretty well, high and deep to straightaway left. But he'll get there as he flags it down just shy of the wall. And with that, the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. David Lee will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second.
David Lee.
Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. Now a ball hit hard towards the hole. Look at the stop. And no chance on the throw. So a great effort, but that'll be scored a base hit.
I think you have to tip your cap to the effort we're seeing out there. Getting this ball before it gets through into left field. But about the only way you're going to throw a guy out from there is if the hitter actually trips getting out of the batter's box. And he'll beat this out easily.
Daniel Murphy will get his first shot at it here. And this will be fouled away. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And he'll dive back in safely. Nobody out, runner on first. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
Batting 7th, left fielder, Michael Kadire.
Michael Kadire will stand in now, hoping to turn things around here. You can see just 1 hit in his past 4 ball games. Now the first pitch. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball one.
That's right. Wait for your pitch.
Ball two to Kadire. 2 balls and no strikes.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Rolled softly down the line, and that is a foul ball. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that'll drop into no man's land out there for a base hit. So the base hit here nets him a base runner with 2 away as we check out the league leaders in team batting average here in May. And as of right now, these guys find themselves in the number 5 spot in that category in the NL. Brian McCann will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night.
Let's go, Matt.
First pitch on the way. And a high strike there, 0-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Now here's a screwball that misses, and that'll even the count at 1-1. You see right there on the graphic, these first 2 innings have been costly pitch-wise. He's at 35 already, and he's only through an inning and 2/3.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Come on, Matt.
Now a fastball, and he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Murphy is there, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. J.R. Murphy is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Yankees, third baseman, J.R. Murphy.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
Yeah, no mistake about that one. That one's right there.
And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Just a touch outside, 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Here's the lefty's offering on 1-2. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
And the way this guy's pitching, you can bet these guys are thinking, thank goodness he's over in the other league. I'd hate to face him 3 or 4 times a year. Once is way too much.
Gary Roberts will take his cuts now. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Boys, that's 99 right through him.
swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Way outside. 1-2.
And now anything more than 4 pitches to get this guy out, it has to be considered a letdown. You got to go get him right here.
Swing and a ball hit hard to third. And he is going to reach. It's a base hit. Around first, heading for second now. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Yeah, this ball might have caught him in between hops. He might have been unsure which way to turn his glove, over or under the ball. Instead, it just goes right through him.
David Lowe will get his second shot at it now. He was called out on strikes to open up the ball game.
Come on, New York.
And that's in there for strike one.
It's got the green right here.
Now a ball rolled softly to second. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Well, at the very least, he does move that runner up to third base. But with 2 away now, I don't think that's exactly what he was hoping to accomplish. I think he wanted to drive him in.
Alberto Callaspo will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. Runner away from third. Now the pitch. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. It's a 2-0 now as he hits with a runner at third and 2 away.
Yeah, they're being really careful with this guy. Remember, they walked him the first time around, and now they're behind 2-0 to him right here.
Three and 0 now.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
Yeah.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And here's a ball hit in the air. Number 30 is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Johan Santana makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Santana.
And this inning begins with a pitch chopped foul at home plate. Now the 0-1 is lifted in the air out to left field. And Gardner there to put it away for the first out.
Now batting, center fielder, Gary Cox.
Gary Cox will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first. And here's the first pitch. A fastball here as you'll take a look at ball 1-0. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. Now here's the pitch. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Boy, and in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Number 30 will stand in again. He homered his first time around. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup, 0-1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Good curveball, strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
All right, man.
Now this ball's looped out past the mound. This may be a tough play. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Yeah, you know he didn't get too much on this ball, but with 2 strikes, he doesn't really have to. Just put the ball in play, and that's what you're always taught in this game. And this one finds its way into center field for a base hit.
Michael Lee will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Here's the first pitch to him. Lays off 1-0.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Now he tries to dial back here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 2. Pause, now the pitch. 2-2 now. Screwball, tough pitch to lay off of with 2 strikes, but he's worked it full 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and the guy moves up into scoring position here.
Number 3 will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the 3rd. Runner holding tight at second, now the pitch. And this ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. And this is going to be a foul ball.
Don't whip here.
And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and that's always the danger when you're working that off-speed stuff down with 2 men on base. Once the catcher can't get a handle on it, both guys are off and moving. They're going to move up to second and third now on what will be scored a wild pitch.
Big pitch here, 1-2. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, so he's able to tightrope it out of danger here, and the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Number 99 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
Catcher, number 99.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
My kids play better than you, Yankees.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And this is fouled back and out of play. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And this is in the dirt as it's swung on and missed, but this should be a pretty straightforward play to first. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
Brett Gardner.
Brett Gardner will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. And now he drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And he sails it over his head. That ball's down the line, and this is trouble. Luckily, the right fielder gets it in quickly, though, so there'll be no further advance.
Well, these kind of plays are never easy for a catcher. You never see a guy like Prince Fielder trying to lay one down. It's always the fastest guy on the team. So he has to try to put a little extra mustard on this throw to first, and he winds up throwing it away.
Nate Scherholz will get another shot, called out on strikes his first time around.
Take it off. Let's get going.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Maybe a spot to pitch out on 0-1?
Well, I think he wants to go, no doubt. Might not be too bad an idea.
The Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. Gardner at first, now the pitch. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now.
He just might be up there taking pitches, waiting for that base runner to go, but he's not going to be able to take anymore.
Come on, Ned.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Ready with another 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
He's running towards second. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Number 3 takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
And these guys are still looking for that elusive first hit. And this never had a chance of being the one. Just an easy pop-up as he keeps rolling right along.
Didi Gregorius will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
Get out of here, Yankees.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
Fouled back. Now a throw over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And he misses there, 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. And the Yankees have their first hit of the ball game.
And this is a situation now on the mound where you can't worry about how you got into it. You got to worry about how you're going to get out of it. And he's got some work to do now to protect this lead.
Chase Headley will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. Short lead from second, now the pitch. 4-1.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Let's go.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. And this one will be foul back in among the fans. And Headley's able to lay off there. He's got it back to 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
A throw behind the runner at second, but the runner's back easily. Check on Gardner at second, now the pitch. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Yanks strand a pair. They trail this one 1-0. David Lee will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now a swing and a fly ball. Quillaspo retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for out number one.
And one thing this kid's going to find out is that everything speeds up at the major league level. Those pitches that you were on top of in AAA, they have a tendency to get on top of you much quicker now. You got to learn to adjust.
Daniel Murphy will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. One pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Here's the 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1 and 2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Michael Kadire will dig in. He singled his first time around. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Boy, his control has been outstanding so far. And there's another pitch right on the block.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Good eye, wait for your pitch.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Out in front here as this is pulled down the third base line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball.
Maybe a little question of whether this was going to stay fair or not, but you see, this is pretty much right over the bag at third and down the line.
Brian McCann will dig in. He popped out his first time.
Come on, Brian.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Runners on the move for second. And this one's in the dirt, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Well, it's almost impossible to get the runner on a pitch in the dirt. And here, he's just making sure that this ball doesn't get by him to the backstop. So you see, he turns his glove over, gets big, and just tries to keep the ball in front of him, and he'll keep that runner from getting any further.
Now a spin and a throw back to second, and the runner back in standing. And he'll miss the target there with a curveball, and it's 2-1 now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Pickoff move to second. Smart to keep an eye on him. 2-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. Mets leave one, but they lead it 1-0. J.R. Murphy will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Third baseman, J.R. Murphy.
First pitch coming. Right there for strike 1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And his 0-2 is bounced on the ground to third. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Gary Roberts will dig in. He reached on an error his first time. First offering on the way. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
It's one thing to go 2-0 on a guy, but it's another to do it to a pitcher, and still another to do it to an American League pitcher. You've got to throw a strike right here.
Here's the 2-0. And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. And that is into the right field seats. It's a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And the Yankees have drawn even now at 1 apiece.
And as a pitcher, when your guys aren't scoring any runs for you, it makes things awfully difficult out there for you. I mean, he's held them off for as long as he could, but now with one swing, this is a completely different ballgame.
David Lowe will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. One out, nobody on. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for 1 pitch in 1 spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
And now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out, what would I throw on a 2-2 pitch?
Now a swing and a little tapper to the left of the mound. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
And here's a look at his pitches by inning so far. He's up to 82 now, so he's been able to keep that count fairly low and not run up too many high-stress innings.
Alberto Callaspo will stand in. He popped out in his last time. Now here's the first pitch. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Let's go, man.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. Take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this will be off the wall out near the 330 marker. The throw into second. And boy, not a sterling example of base running that time as they slapped the tag on him, and with it, end the inning. But the Yankees are able to tie things up on the solo home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. All tied at 1-1. Johan Santana will come forward now to start things out against his opposite number. And these two have matched each other pitch for pitch here through the first half or so of this ball game.
Yeah, I think we had an idea runs might be hard to come by. Maybe not this hard to come by, but both of these guys have been just about flawless.
Now a ground ball towards the hole. On to first is Callaspo, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these two guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Gary Cox will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick, or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game. And you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike.
Come on, handcuffed in there.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop 3rd strike. And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, that's a really nice play there behind the plate. He doesn't panic. He takes his time and makes the good throw on to first. So score that a strikeout with a 2-3 put out for good measure.
Number 30 will step in now. 2 for 2, including a home run thus far. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Now the 2-0. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Therefore, it is Callaspo. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Number 99 will dig in. It's been a strikeout victim twice in this one.
Number 99.
First pitch coming. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Go back to New York.
This is sharply hit back up the middle, and the leadoff man is going to reach here. He's got a base hit.
Yeah, he got a little revenge there. He struck out twice before that, and now he gets him back with a solid base hit.
Brett Gardner will stand in. He reached on an error last time through.
Turn the Duke.
And he lays off there 1-0.
Come on up.
Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still, a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
Nate Scherholz will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1.
Get out of here, kid.
1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Now he's going to get a visit from his catcher just to make sure he's all right, but this might actually be more of a stall tactic here. I mean, his pitch count, it's starting to get up there, so this might just be to buy a little time for that bullpen.
Three and 0 now.
First. A reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts.
An effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Didi Gregorius will dig in. 1.
Let's do it.
First pitch to him. And a fastball just misses for ball 1. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now. Ouch. Now a move over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Yanks leave 1. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Michael Lee will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Let's go, Michael!
And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Yeah, he's looked at two close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
3-0 now.
And all of a sudden, he's looking a little jittery out there to start the sixth.
Let's go!
And that won't find the zone either. So speed on base here to begin the inning. It's a 4-pitch walk.
Well, it seems to me like you've at least got to make him go after something there. I mean, the bat never left his shoulder. That's making it way too easy for a guy leading off the inning.
Number 3. We'll see if he can turn things around. He's struck out twice thus far. Changeup called strike 1.
And that's what he needed to do after the 4-pitch walk. Come right back and get ahead versus the next guy.
All right, let's go!
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1.
Hey, let him go already, would you? Move the runner!
And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
Taken, strike 2 called, and it's even at 2-2.
That's a major league curveball there. Now, those take a while to get used to, believe me.
Let's move that runner.
Now the 2-2 pitch. In the dirt here. And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch.
Not exactly the finest of starts to the inning out there on the mound. A walk followed by a wild pitch. This is a good time to go out there and say, hey, what's up?
Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats foul. The next 3-2. And this pitch misses here as well. Back-to-back walks now, but at least that'll put the force back in order here.
Yeah, back-to-back walks for him now. He hasn't looked like he's wanted any part of these number 3 or 4 guys. He's going to have to shift gears now, though, because he's still got a dangerous number 5 guy ahead of him.
Here comes Yankee manager Joe Girardi on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll leave with a couple of runners aboard that are his responsibility, meaning he'd be happy to get out of here with a no decision. David Carpenter will take over on the mound now here in the 6th inning.
David Carpenter.
David Lee will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now.
That was a ball, right?
Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. First and second here with nobody out. The 0-2 once more. And he'll manage to fight this one foul over near the left-hand side, and that'll keep the count steady at 0-2. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah, that thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Daniel Murphy will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
And EK, I don't know about you, but I really hated getting a bad call on that very first pitch.
Hey, jeez, it puts you just in a terrible frame of mind.
Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Need a base hit here.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. Oh, and a huge strikeout there as he certainly does his job out of the pen. And we'll see how they go after the next guy here.
Boy, talk about coming to the rescue. That's 2 batters now and 2 strikeouts since coming in. He's not away from getting a big-time high five in that dugout.
Michael Kadire will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Come on, let's go. It lines up now. Let's go here. Woo!
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. 2 left for the Mets. Score remains tied 1-1. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. All square at 1 as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. And now here comes Mets skipper Terry Collins out to home plate, and it looks like we'll see a double switch here. Vic Black will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jason Hayward is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Chase Headley will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time.
First baseman, Chase Headley.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Now the pitch just does stay alive as this is fouled back. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. One thing that man right there will not tolerate: leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
J.R. Murphy will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. Runners off for second, and this ball will be chopped foul. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And a dive, but he's back in there. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen.
He's gonna go.
Now a ball hit hard but foul as this one forces the third base coach to dance out of danger. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Now another 0-2. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2. He's running again, and he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
In a game like this, you hope that the bottom half of your order can pick up the slack here. But this isn't going to help much. Go grab some bench.
Garrett Jones will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 33, Garrett Jones.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Hard hit towards center. Cox is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the center fielder,
David Lowe will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that.
Here comes the 1-2. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. And a foul pop behind the plate. And they'll make the catch just in front of the screen, and the inning is over. One left for the Yankees. Still tied 1 apiece. Andrew Miller is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Andrew Miller.
Brian McCann will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
Catcher, Brian McCann.
Here we go, Brian.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't going to help.
And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw is not in time, and a great job of legging that out as now the go-ahead run is on base to lead off the inning.
Well, that shift can be a gamble sometimes. They're playing straight up. This is probably an out, but since they're shifted well over to right field, this finds a seam.
Jason Hayward will come on, and as he's newly entered into the ballgame, he'll get his first plate appearance now here in inning number 7. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
These have both been easy takes so far. Neither one of these pitches really approaching the strike zone.
Three and 0 now.
Well, now he's got to be saying, this is the wrong time for that strike zone to start shrinking. You need that to be a strike.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
And once they fell behind in the count, I think this is a case where they just say, look, you're going to have to fish for something because we are not going to just lay one right in there for you. Probably not a bad decision against a power guy like this.
Adam Warren will come on now as he'll take over in inning number 7.
Number 43, Adam Warren.
Gary Cox will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Outside with the fastball, that's 1-0.
That's right. Wait for your pitch. What was that?
Off the plate again, and it's 2-0. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. There's a strike. It's 2-1. Boy, good change of speeds there. Had him fooled, and from 2-0, it's back to 2 balls and 2 strikes. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. The 2-2 one more time. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Number 30 waits on deck. Ball hit hard to the left side. And that's in there. Base hit. And the go-ahead run will move up to third and wisely hold there with nobody out.
Well, he absolutely needed that one. I mean, he's staring the old sombrero right in the face, but puts a good swing on the ball there and gets himself a base hit.
Number 30 will be the batter. 2 for 3 with a home run thus far. And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0.
Well, right here is where you've got to be smart out there. They've got nowhere to put you, so he probably won't be working the corners.
Nowhere to put him here as he falls behind now, 2-0.
You get the sense he's starting to panic a little bit out there. He's not following through on any of his deliveries, and some of his pitches aren't all that close to the strike zone.
And that's in there, 2-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
2-1. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Now, you can't think corner or perfect pitch here on the mound. This has got to be somewhere near the middle, and you just got to hope you get lucky.
It's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? To second for 1. And a close play at first as he had to go up the ladder to get that one, but he kept a foot anchored on the bag, and that's your second out.
Yeah, and you know, when you get later into a ball game, you always hate to give away that go-ahead run. But I think the situation here dictates that they needed to take the double play, so that's a bargain that they're going to have to settle for.
Michael Lee will dig in with a very important insurance run 90 feet away at third. And they'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0.
They've already walked him twice already, so I wouldn't be surprised if they worked around him again.
High strike there, and it's 1-1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
Yeah, you can't afford to be selective now. You've got to expand that zone. Try and put something in play.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Mets are out on top, 2-1. Dylan G will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Dylan G.
Alberto Callaspo will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Second baseman, Alberto Callaspo.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now a ball lined into left field. That's a base hit.
think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Number 99 will step in, a base hit in his last time.
Getting one gone.
And a slider tails outside for ball one.
Turn the deuce.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Dumb it down, all right.
Fouled back. Here comes a 1-2. And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
Yeah, you got to be careful there after that leadoff single. You don't want to hit a guy here and really let him get something started.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Swing and a hard hit grounder down the line. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the eighth. Now here's another pitch fouled off and heading for the seats, and he's just fighting to stay alive here. Still 2-2.
Get him doubled up, man.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. How about this for an at-bat?
Best we've seen tonight, no question.
And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Once again, a 3-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. Fouled straight back. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And this one will be out of play off to the left. And this bounces on McCann, but a good block there as he's able to keep it close.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that Every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Brett Gardner will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. In there for strike one, 0-1.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Swing and a line drive, but this is going to get foul. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Runner at first here, 1 man out. The next 0-2. Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul.
It's in the palm of your hand.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Inside for a ball, so he misses with 2 straight here, and it's back to 2-2.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Oh, and he turns on a fastball here and drives one into deep right center. And out of here! So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 5 on the year. As the Yankees move out in front here, it's now 3-2.
Well, yeah, his first hit of the series here, and he makes it a good one, all right. As this one clears the wall by plenty, and back in the dugout, you can imagine he's probably saying, it's about time.
Jay Lee will get the call here as he'll take over with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
Jay Lee.
Nate Scherholz will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. In some of these interleague matchups, guys are facing rookies, guys they've never faced before. Advantage hitter or pitcher?
I'm always going to say it, advantage pitcher. Until you see what a guy's got and how he lets it go, you're just flying blind up there.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. And the 1-1 is in the air now out to center. Cox is there, 2 gone.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
Didi Gregorius will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through. Now the first pitch. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. 2 out, nobody on. A little bit outside. 2-1. Now a fastball as this is hit fairly well out toward left center. And Hayward will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th, and New York has taken a 3-2 lead.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher set to go now as it's a former Rule 5 guy. Right-hander Jared Burton gets the call. Number 3 will dig in now, just hoping to put one in play. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts so far. And this is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. And that misses 1-1. Now a ball hit hard towards center, and there's a base hit. So there you go, the possible tying run aboard here to kick off the home half of the 8th.
And they had to have that. This is the inning where a leadoff guy is critical. Now they've got a few options here with a speedy guy on first to start things out.
David Lee will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? Callaspo for 1. On to first, and these fans will sit right back down now. It's a double play, and there are 2 gone.
The batter, number 28, second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Daniel Murphy will stand in now with 2 away, and it's back to the drawing board here following the double play.
Yeah, and that was the 3rd of the game so far, and it's going to be really hard to win when you're just giving away outs like that.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
One and one. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Now another 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
And now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to fairly deep right field. And that will find the seats, a home run. A solo shot there for Daniel Murphy. And the Mets have come back to tie things at 3.
This is a classic example of losing your composure after a bad call. Now, he's still teed off about that last pitch, so he doesn't concentrate on his location, and this is going to make him even madder now.
Aroldis Chapman comes on now, trying to keep this ball game tied. Matt Carpenter will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 13, Matt Carpenter.
And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Goes the other way as this is down the line at third. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
David Wright will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Now time is called and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention, especially when it's on the inner half.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Got him fishing for that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And that had all the looks of a guy who was going to take a giant hack. 2-0, no matter where that pitch was. EK, I know you never did that.
No, not me. Maybe once or twice.
Now a swing and a sharp ground ball toward the hole. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. But the Mets are able to square things up on this solo home run. 9th inning coming up. We're tied now with 3 apiece. David Wright will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 5, David Wright.
Number 34 will be the new pitcher.
Pitching for the Mets, number 34.
Chase Headley will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the 9th.
First baseman, Chase Headley.
And now a swing from Headley as he sends a ground ball to second base. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Maybe a turning point here in a tie ball game. They catch a break, they get the infield single on this ball. Now what will they do from there? They've got tons of options.
J.R. Murphy will stand in with the go-ahead run at first, so he'll need to at least get him into scoring position with nobody out. Here's the first pitch, and he takes ball 1. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there has got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
And this is fouled back and out of play. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
This is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Now the 3-2 pitch. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? There's one. On to first, and they don't get the 2 as he couldn't get it to stick in the webbing. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error.
Aroldis Chapman.
Stephen Drew will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 14, Stephen Drew.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Foul tip held on to behind the plate at strike 2.
Yeah, 97 will get up on you in a hurry, especially when it's your first debut of the night and you're just settling in.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Out in front of the curve that time, as this is in the air toward fairly deep right field. Lee is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Center fielder number 13, David Lowe.
David Lowe. We'll see if he can find a gap somewhere as he's got the possible go-ahead run at first with 2 down. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, a little unlucky here to be behind 2-0. Those first couple of pitches haven't missed by a whole lot.
Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
And even though that runs the count full, you'll at least get the benefit of giving that runner at first a head start here.
And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Yanks leave one. No change in the score. It's 3-3. CC Sabathia will come on needing to get 3 outs here to try to send this game to extra innings.
CC Sabathia.
Jason Hayward is set to go now as we lead off the bottom of the ninth.
Left fielder, Jason Hayward.
Now this is wrapped back up the middle, and that's what they needed to start things out. The winning run's aboard. It's a leadoff single.
And here's a case on the mound where he's trying to sneak a first pitch fastball by him. But he was having none of that at the plate. He just sends it right back where it came from.
Gary Cox will stand in now, and we'll see what they do about perhaps getting that winning run to second. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
And here this is one more time on show track. You can see it. He checked his swing there, and I think he did so in time, but you can clearly see that that pitch is in the strike zone, and I think ultimately that was a called third strike.
Number 30 will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. And there's the slider from Sabathia as he jumps ahead, 0-1. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. the ground to short. Could this be two? Callaspo for one. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Yeah, you know, a double play there was always going to be a stretch. And that's where you just take that force out at second, get the lead runner, and then say, you know what? Thank you very much.
Michael Lee will stand in a tie ball game here where a ball in the alley could end this thing. In there for strike one.
If there's one guy on this roster that wants the ball in a moment like this, this is the guy.
There goes the runner. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And no throw, as it turns out, as he takes second with ease.
Hey, with 2 outs, why not? If he gets thrown out, it's no big deal. We're just going to play another inning. Instead, now you've got the winning run in scoring position, and you put a lot more pressure on both the defense and that guy on the mound.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball two. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game. Mets strand one, still tied 3-3. Alberto Callaspo will lead it off here in the top of inning number 10.
Second baseman, Alberto Callaspo.
Now a ball sprayed fouled into the seats near third. Ball one. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that finds his zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
And this one will be fouled back in among the fans. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And now a pitch on the way. And he turns on one here, but I think he turned a bit too much as this ball had the distance, but it'll wind up a foul ball souvenir. Grounded to third. Throw to first gets him. 1 out here to lead off the 10th.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Number 99 will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Up high, 2-1 now. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. Now the pitch. And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk.
That's a good at-bat there. Now, sometimes in extra innings, guys start to chase because they're getting tired and frustrated, and they're looking for one big hit. That's not the case here.
Brett Gardner will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and one away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away.
Let's get two here.
Runners going. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
And let's train our eyes on this stolen base from our high first base camera. You'll see him get a pretty good jump, and he wasn't looking back at all right there, so he gets into scoring position now with one out.
Now a look and a throw back to second. Runners back. And he'll turn and throw back to second again. And this goes right behind him at second and into center field.
Well, the difficult part about this throw for a pitcher is that when he steps off and then spins his body like that, for a brief second there, he loses sight of the second base bag. And then when you pick it back up, you've got guys moving this way and that. Sometimes it's tough to lock back on.
Ball hit up the middle, and it's going to get on through into center field for a base hit. Trotting in to score is the runner from third, and they've taken the lead with a run here in the 10th.
This guy has certainly been a tough out so far. He follows up that home run from earlier with his third RBI of the ballgame.
John Neese will come on and make his fourth appearance in this campaign.
John Neese.
Nate Scherholz will stand in with a run in, one out, and one on here in the inning. And a curveball drops in there for strike one. Runners on first with one down. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Well, you've got the matchup you wanted, but that's not going to amount to much if you can't throw strikes.
And, oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2.
That's a borderline strike right there, and I think that he had one step out of the batter's box headed towards first already.
Gardner at first, now the pitch. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2.
Now, this is a really tough play for a left fielder here, especially when he's moving to his right, because there's almost no foul ground here until that wall comes right up in your face. So just a great job to stay with that play.
Didi Gregorius will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Lee is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left on. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. The Yankees lead this one 4-3. Number 3 will come forward now, trying to at least get on base with his guys down to run here in extra innings.
Yeah, I don't think you really need to be swinging for the fences just yet. You just need to find a way to get some guys on base and get that conveyor belt rolling.
Outfield in the no doubles defense, now the first pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close, it's a ball and no strikes. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Now, I think the big fella wanted the call, but he didn't get it.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
And this is taken for ball 4. So just like that, the tying runs aboard to start the home half.
Well, when you're holding on to a 1-run lead, you don't want to start walking guys, especially not the leadoff hitter. He'll kick himself over that one, but he's going to have to put it behind him quick.
David Lee will step in with the tying run on first, so he's got to concentrate and work on getting on base here. Out of play.
Come on, David.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two and 1.
Sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take advantage.
CC ready with the 2-1. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be two? The second for one. On to first, and yet another double play. Their fourth of the night, and there are quickly two gone here.
Well, if you want to go by the numbers, somewhere around 37% of leadoff walks come around to score. Now, EK, I know you didn't know that, but that won't be an issue here as he bounces right back and he gets himself the double play.
Daniel Murphy will stand in yet again, and he, of course, has had one of the big blows in the contest so far. This was back in the 8th as this solo shot proved to be a very important run in this ball game. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball one. Swing, and he pops him up behind the bag at second, and he will make the catch with ease, and the Yankees have put an end to their 4-game slide as this ball game is over.
Well, it took them an extra inning to do it, but they'll certainly take it as they lock up a good road victory here in 10 innings. Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. And the Yankees were given a big boost tonight by the performance of this man, Brett Gardner. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Yankees come out on top 4-3. Good night from Flushing.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Yankees. 4 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Mets, time of the ball game, 3 hours and 39 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Citi Field, 45,000. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.